Welcome back to Vox Games. We're here to do Lost Season 3, Episode 3. This one's called Further Instructions. Last episode, we got a little bit more background on Sun and Jen. And Sun... Damn. But it looks like they're gonna get back to the main group of survivors. Meanwhile, Kate and Sawyer are being forced to... I don't know what kind of project they're doing, this old house or something. Meanwhile, Jack is in a submarine or a underground base or something. And they're doing something to him. I don't know. But yeah, that's about all I know. I'm anxious to catch up with the rest of the survivors. This one had a thumbnail with Locke on it, so maybe we're gonna have some more Locke stuff. I assume he's alive. I assume Echo's alive. The only one we know for sure from the blast is Charlie, right? Don't know about Desmond. Was it a blast? I mean, it seemed like it could have been an explosion, but it was just like a bright light and all that, you know, shaking and ringing and crazy stuff happening. So let's get into it. Right, so was it not an explosion? Is Desmond naked? That's Echo's stick. Jesus stick.
When did John get back?
Look at all these tarps.
What's he doing?
What, you can't speak, John? You mute? So where are Echo and Desmond? Are they off being mute and building structures as well? Sand. You need to speak to the sand. You need to speak to the island.
Don't we all? I mean, how come Charlie can talk?
I need your help.
Look at this. Now they got the parachute. Oh, that's from the airdrop, I bet. They just made a gazebo.
I need you to stand guard. You are aware, John, that I detest you, aren't you? You do remember repeatedly punching me in the face and accusing me of using heroin when I was not. The sodding hell is a sweat lodge.
Where you headed? Eureka! I can get you far as Bridgeville. Come on, hop in.
It's driving me crazy where I know this kid from. He looks like Aaron Paul, but it's not Aaron Paul.
Hey, look at that. The rain is passing.
Shameless! He was on Shameless. Can't remember his name.
Was I speeding, officer?
Tail lights out. You both please step out of the vehicle. What do you got back here?
Guns and groceries. Now, the transaction logs and the paperwork for all of them's in the red notebook right there in that duffel.
I can still take you in for picking up a hitchhiker.
That's my uncle. He called me, pick me up.
Get out of here.
What is John doing now?
I like the indoor fireplace. What's that? You're not taking drugs, are you, John?
He's actually gonna do a sweat lodge. Like, I saw it and I was like, I didn't really make a reaction to that. At first, I'm like thinking sweat lodge. Okay, sure. It's an actual sweat lodge. and John is already half naked, concocting a thing. It's like completely flew over my head what was about to happen, and here he is. Like, I got to talk to the island. Was John a gun runner or a part of a militia or something?
Yeah, I know, I get it. You're gonna go in your little magic hut, and I'm gonna stand out here in case you devolve into a monkey.
John. This has a real Apocalypse Now feel to it. I want the Doors to be playing in the background, you know? This is the end, my only friend, the end.
Hi, John. It's good to see you again.
It's like it's working.
Oh, you're sorry. That's okay. But I was the sacrifice the island demanded. I'm here to help you find your way again, so you can bring the family back together.
Is this gonna be like an acid trip episode?
John, you're gonna need that.
Oh shit. Did they bring in Oliver Stone for a minute?
John, someone in this airport's in serious danger. You are the only one who can save them. Not them, they'll be fine. For a while. I think Saeed's got it.
Next, please.
Not Hurley. Forget it. He's helping himself.
I mean,
There's nothing you can do for them. Not yet. First, you have to clean up your own mess.
Come up here, John.
Clean it up, John. They've got him.
I'm going to save Mr. Echo's life.
I mean, they tried to tell you when the island dropped his stick on your head. John had to go the whole Sweat Lodge hallucinogenic route.
Echo's Cross.
He was dragged this way
Trapped? By what?
by the polar bear.
Sawyer killed the polar bear.
He killed a polar bear.
What? Season 3. I mean, you gotta give him a polar bear. That's a layup at this point.
I'm gonna go on alone, Charlie. You go back to Claire.
Well, I'll take my chances.
You don't want to go with me, Charlie. Bad things happen to people who hang around with me.
That's right. I'm no longer recruiting a cult. Season 3 Locke is solo Locke. That's a big ass bag of M&Ms. I think it was M&Ms. And give that kid diabetes.
That, Eddie, is our sweat lodge. Anybody who wants can go in there and light a fire and get it nice and hot, meditate. Go on in there and figure out if you're a farmer or a hunter.
So which are you, John?
John brought a guest to supper. So, everyone, this is Eddie.
I either know this guy too, or that's Eddie Vedder. Or it's just his haircut looks like Eddie Vedder. It's not Eddie Vedder. But it's got the Eddie Vedder hair, and I think that's throwing me off. You know what I mean? I can't place this dude. I can't. Look how I stopped it. Like I stopped that perfectly, like right on his face. Like when I get this hairstyle in video games, by default, I have to change it. I can't go with that. I don't know what it is. I don't know where I know this guy from. That's what I'm trying to say.
And for helping me find a real family. Because they're a hell of a lot better than the one I used to have, so let's eat.
I mean, that's not a high bar, though.
Thank you.
You don't have to try very hard to have a better family than Locke. Dads who go out for cigarettes are better dads than Locke's dad. Oh, Nikes.
Looks like it imploded.
That's impossible. If you're inside it and it implodes. Oh my, yeah, that's definitely a big claw. These things are like abnormally aggressive, huh?
Dude.
They kept Jack, Kate, and Sawyer. Henry, he was there. He's like their leader. Wait, where are you guys going?
The island told Locke he has to save Echo.
Save him from what?
The bear's got him. It's just made an active kill. You may want to hustle.
Bear?
Wouldn't have to tell me twice.
What bear?
I'm back with my peanut butter and my sundries and my mayo and my chips.
Einsteins of the bear community.
In their own environment, sure, they're naturally camouflaged, but in the jungle, probably not so much.
How come you never talk about your dad, John?
Nothing worth talking about.
What's going on in that greenhouse over there? Maybe they need a hand with that fertilizer.
No, they're okay. They're okay.
Oh, they're growing some weeds. What was this, the 90s? You couldn't do that.
What's the big secret, John? The greenhouse. What do you guys got in there? What are you hiding?
These things take time.
I've been here for 6 weeks.
Eddie, nothing's...
I'm not blind, man. Now I see the fertilizer going into that greenhouse. I know what's going on, and I want in.
In on what?
Whatever you guys are trying to blow up.
I'll talk to Mike and Jan.
They're growing pot. Or something. They're growing something. You wouldn't make a bomb in a one of those Quonset-style greenhouses like that with just a plastic covering.
His lunch.
You're not going in there, Charlie.
You don't get to tell me what I can't do. If I want to go in there, I'll go in there.
Why?
John is just full of surprises, I tell you.
Huge camp's right over there. Can you give me some clothes?
What happened to yours?
I woke up in the jungle like this.
So, like, the hatch blew off your underwear.
Fine. You want to discuss this in great detail right now?
No,
Fine,
no,
let's do
that's
it.
okay. I got something in here.
Hey, Mike and Jan in?
Yeah. They were looking for you.
Which bag?
The one with the money in it.
What about the bank records?
Leave them.
She knew it was
Sort
going to
out
be
what they
weak.
can trace?
There is no time, Mike.
You screwed up, John. You blew it big time.
Are you leaving? Why?
That is why, you idiot.
Your friend's a cop. You know how much jail time we'd get for this much weed?
Nice picture, huh?
He was hitchhiking. He told me he was going to Eureka. How
He
can-
was waiting for you, John.
He played you for a sucker. Now it's over.
He hasn't even been in here yet. If he's still gathering evidence and trying to make a case, then it's not too late. It's not too late to fix this. I can fix this.
So here's the thing. Somehow or another, John has found himself, and I don't know where this is in his timeline, but based upon what he said about family, this is after his dad and his girlfriend and everything, the last we saw that. So it looks like his backstory is kind of going in order. But he has somehow found himself living amongst these people who are like, you know, in a militia, commune, whatever you want to call it, looking place. And they're growing weed. And they're doing this and that and the other. He's hauling guns and food. Why would he pick up a hitchhiker? Regardless of whether or not you're a good person, you have to think that maybe your group might, you know, frown on that, and then it might not be a good idea to pick up a stranger when you're carrying all of that. Like, that's kind of, I don't know. We are talking about John, and John is an enigma. That's just kind of, that's been kind of bothering me since I saw the guns. I'm like, wait a minute, why are you picking up hitchhikers with all of that? And why didn't the cop ask you that your uncle's name? Well, now that makes sense. If he was undercover, highway patrolman was probably in on it, just making sure that he was safe. Oh shit!
Echo.
Wow! Wow! Wow!
Wow. Wowie, wow, wow, wow.
The CGI. Oh my god, that CGI. That's fantastic. Did the bear have a Dharma logo on it? They were probably like, look, we already spent all of the budget on this awesome polar bear. We can't put a Dharma logo on it too.
Well, the failsafe key must have detonated the electromagnetic anomaly. Made the hatch implode.
You didn't implode. So is that what made the blender noise and the sky turn purple?
I'm afraid I missed that, brother.
Right, you were fail-safing. The whole island vibrated. And Kate and Jack and Sawyer saw it too right before they had bags pulled over their heads.
Don't worry. Locke's gonna go after them. He said so in his speech.
What? What speech?
I'm sorry. Just a bit shook up.
What speech? That was kind of sus.
I saw Boone.
What did he have to say for himself?
He told me I had to clean up my own mess.
I agree with Boone. After all, if you kept pressing that button like Echo told you
He
to...
wouldn't have had to save him in the first place, yeah. Charlie, that's what cleaning up your own mess means.
Spoken like someone who's had a few too many messes to clean.
Oh, is he gonna kill this kid in a hunting accident?
Oh,
This
dear,
cop?
huh?
Nope.
Why'd you see something? John. What are you doing?
Did you know it would be me in the truck? Did you know it would be me driving? Did they choose me?
Yeah. They chose you, John.
Why?
Because you hadn't been here long, didn't have a criminal record, and the psych profile said you would be amenable for coercion. This isn't personal.
What's not personal?
I'm sorry, John, but you're not gonna shoot me. You're not a murderer. You're a good man. You're a farmer.
I was a hunter. I'm a hunter.
I'm gonna walk away now, John.
All those people are gonna go to jail because of him. Over weed! Over a plant. You realize that?
If I'd just listened to you, if I just let you keep pushing the button, I could have saved him.
You can still protect them. You will find them. After all, you are a hunter, John.
Say something? He's awake. Echo.
Is the island God? Or some weird shit?
Jack's gone?
I don't understand. Okay, when were you planning on telling us this, Hurley?
Who is this chick? Who's this guy?
I'm gonna find our friends. I don't know how yet, but I will. And then we're gonna bring them home.
Paolo and Nikki.
Not a bad speech.
Whoa. Whoa, what?
Just got hit with deja vu.
I feel stupid asking the question. But can Desmond see the future? I guess is what they're insinuating, right? Okay.